time tomorrow, but I do know that this is a quick drying ground, so there is every chance that Bob Willis will be faced with that problem. For Ian Botham, it's a night of rest and then the willingness to get the new ball in his hand tomorrow. On 3, a big chance for Jeff Miller there, and also a chance to cement the tour to Australia later on this summer. 340 for 6, and we pick up play now in the first over. Kapil Dev is coming into bowl. There's no addition to the score. He's bowling to Jeff Miller, and in the commentary box with Tom Graveney is Jim Laker.
And went into that in nice style, pushed it away for a single. All of Old Trafford covered in sunshine. Quite know how long it'll last, but it's a great side at the moment. And there's the spin. Pitched it wide. And it won't be a shot that Jeff Miller will be very pleased about.
I think that's fair comment, Jim. Pretty wide, but my goodness, it certainly turned.
Well, he's gone for the big one. So 4 runs to Miller. Swung it hard and high from mid-wicket. And that was a pretty good shot.
Yes, and Jeff Miller getting fairly close to that, picking it up off the stumps. The English captain's had a quiet word with his batsman, but if it's anywhere near, try and hit it.
Oh, well bowled again. Really has gone on like this now into the 3rd day, and still hasn't struck.
This really is a magnificent delivery, pitching just outside the off stump and moving off the seam.
Short, it's in the air, just clearing Doshi, in fact, at mid-on.
And the bouncer here, and Derek Pringle getting in a good position to hook. And I think that ball came onto him a little bit quicker than he expected. And he middled it quite well and just cleared Dilip Doshi at mid-on.
Oh, another beauty. Well, it's suddenly become quite a serious business for the pace bowler.
Well, how unlucky can you get? Not only close to the edge of the bat, but very, very close to the off stump as well.
Nice shot. Doshi is the fielder who has absolutely no chance. Hard though he tries. So over comes that man to short cover again for Derek Pringle. The Indians working to a plan here for the lofted drive. And just a little wide of him. Only a yard away from Ben Sarker, but Pringle will get 2. Well, nothing wrong with Gavaskar's thinking or Doshi's planning.
Pringle steps out, doesn't quite get to the ball, that's pushed through a little quicker. And Pringle is fortunate, it goes up in the air, but just dodges that short extra cover fielder.
Well, it might just have been a bottom edge. Last ball of the over there from Dilip Doshi. It kept low. That's a useful delivery, and although Jeff Miller was beaten by it, he won't be too unhappy. The ball's going to turn like that.
Didn't quite get forward enough, and that ball turned appreciably.
That's a good-looking shot. That's as good a shot as Derek Pringle has played since he came out and took guard yesterday. Nice pleasant half volley, but dispatched in fine form. coming in now for his 39th over. And can't afford to drop the slightest bit short on this pitch. Got to make the batsman come forward at you the whole time. No pace in it at all. So 380 goes on the board and the 50 partnership. Well, that turned and found the outside edge. So 2 more to Pringle. Pringle now gone on to 23. Down the wicket, he stumped him. Yes, no question at all. A little bit of spin. Dilip Doshi takes his 4th wicket and Pringle goes for 23. A smart stump in there by Kamani. And England losing their 7th wicket now at 382.
And a good piece of bowling this by Dilip Doshi. He sees Derek Pringle make his mind up to go, pushes it a little bit wide, and there's no doubt that turned quite a bit.
So it's Doshi again to Miller. Oh, and that's turned quite sharply, looking to push it on the onside, and in the end stepped fairly fortunate 2 off the outside edge.
And not much doubt about this, that the ball is beginning to turn.
I've been looking to get him away off the back foot. He's succeeded this time, found the gap between back point and cover, and found it very nicely indeed. So 4 more for Miller.
And really speaking, anything short of a length is very easy meat on this wicket.
Well, it's a streaker single to bring the 400 up, the inside edge to Phil Edmonds, but they all count. So 400 finally comes up for England.
So the first ball after the interruption for rain, Geoff Miller is facing. And the catch put down straight away. That's not going to please Mud and Lal. It won't please Gavaskar too much either. And this time it'll be 4. Well, Mud and Lal's had no luck at all since the teams came back on the field, but Miller has.
Here's Miller pushing forward defensively. Thick outside edge, and it just beats Fishy at first slip.
Phil Edmonds didn't seem too sure about that. There's certainly no doubt from bowler and keeper and umpire Barry Mayer.
Well, quite a short ball outside the off stump, and Phil Edmonds seeing his possibility of getting a 4. There we are. England now nearing the end of their innings, perhaps 413 for 8.
Well, there's another angle of Philip Edmonds with the ball apparently just finding a very, very thin edge. Bob Taylor's off the mark. Good shot for 4.
Willis a little short and a little slower, and Miller sees the opportunity and belts it through the covers for 4.
98 to Geoff Miller. And he's caught out for 98. What a disappointment. A great catch. A great catch there. But Geoff Miller has never made 100 in first-class cricket. And Vensaka has foiled him there with Dilip Doshi spinning away there. And Miller out for 98. Equal highest score in Test cricket for Geoff Miller.
Appledorf to Willis. Good old swipe through the onside by Bob Willis. Will go through for 4 runs. Wickets for Dilip Doshi. Bob Willis, who's come in and swung the bat at just about everything. And that swung high in the air. Should be a simple catch. Safely caught. Willis goes. Caught by Gavaskar at slip, and it's 425 all out, and Dilip Doshi finishes with 6 wickets. And no Indian in a test match at Old Trafford has walked off with better figures than that. 6 for 102 for Dilip Doshi. Bob Willis, who'd been swinging at everything, looking for a final big blow on the onside, but the spin did him. And a very simple catch resulted.
Well, we were lucky to get that far, really, because we lost 2 3/4 hours in 3 hold-ups today. And in the end, England managed 425. Good tactics from Bob Willis to stay out there. There was no point in him closing the England innings earlier. It was the right thing to bat right out. And what bad luck for Geoffrey Miller. 98, the second time he's made that in a test match. And a fine catch from Vensaka off Doshi's bowling to dismiss him. And Doshi was the key to the Indian attack. 6 for 102 in 47.1 overs and 17 maidens. It's the best bowling performance by any Indian bowler at Old Trafford, and it's Doshi's personal best in Test match cricket. 6 for 102, no wickets to Kapil Dev. There's certainly no justice there. 3 to Madan Lal, who I thought bowled quite well. Well, the news from the England dressing room was that there'd have to be a change in the bowling attack. Ian Botham was not to take the field because of that toe injury sustained when Surya Nayak hit him, so it was to be Bob Willis and Derek Pringle to take the new ball. Here's the second over. Willis has already bowled his over. Pringle is bowling the second. No score on the board, and he's coming in to bowl to Ravi Shastri, who is the substitute opener with Parker having been made 12th man. And in the commentary box, Tom Graveney and Jim Laker.
Very nearly fell first ball. A little flick outside off stump.
And what a very good first delivery this is. Only just outside the off stump, and really he didn't get over behind that.
It's a nervous beginning there for Ravi Shastri as Pringle moves in. So safely away, the scoreboard starts to roll. Leg by. Pringle now to Gavaskar.
Yet another one past the outside edge here. That one definitely moved quite a little bit off the wicket, but no real pace in it again.
Gavaskar quick there to look for the single to get him off the mark. Bob Willis, businesslike as ever there to start his second over. Gavaskar facing and gets a good one.
My goodness, what a difference this little bit of extra pace makes on this kind of wicket. That ball really climbing.
Willis now to Shastri. There's a good stop in the end, but Shastri a long way from getting behind that one. Randall finding himself in the gully, pulling up a good stop.
And you can see here that Ravi Shastri's nowhere near behind that. He's going to have a few problems there, unless he gets that back foot a bit further across.
Pringle, Tavery, Gower, and now Randall in the slips. Miller, Gully. Edmonds and Cook at the two short legs. So Willis again to Shastri. And he's gone, he's caught behind, turned it round the corner where Jeff Cook has taken yet another good catch. So first blood here for Bob Willis, and Shastri, tried as an opener, is out without scoring. 5 for 1, Shastri caught Cook, Bob Willis, no score. Firm runs there to run circle. So confidently off the mark with 3 runs. Scar's gone this time. Beautiful catch. The applause there for Chris Tavery, snapped up a real beauty at slip. What a start this is for Bob Willis once again as England's spearhead bowler. He's reduced the Indians now to 8 for 2 and he's claimed the wicket that they very much wanted, that of Sunil Gavaskar.
Magnificent delivery this by Bob Willis. He really has generated pace here. He's made that one bounce. And a beautifully taken catch there by Chris Tavery, low down to his left. But full marks to the England captain. Tremendous piece of bowling.
Willis to Bushfire. He's had a little flick too. It's a nice stop. It's no ball, but Randall acknowledged that he hadn't taken it cleanly. That's a good firm straight drive by Vensarka. Nobody's bothering to chase it, and it's 4 runs.
Could it be that these slips are a little bit too deep as well?
Yes, it looks like it, Richie. Pushing forward to that, gets quite an edge, and it definitely doesn't carry. Pitches it 2 or 3 feet in front of Jeff Miller at first slip.
Very attacking field now. There's a man at short point, one at short leg, no backward square. Vishwanath taking strike. Well, there's nothing wrong with the light there. I certainly saw that one quickly enough. What a good catch by Randall. Vensarka's gone. Pringle takes a wicket. Randall almost took a marvellous catch at the other end off Willis, but that was a blinder. It went like lightning off the full face of Vensarka's bat. Fierce back cut. And no wonder they're so delighted around Randall. The umpire's having another word about the light. The light meters will come out again. Will they have Bob Willis bowling the last over? Well, in fact, Phil Edmonds is loosening up. can't really class that as a chance, although it went between Bob Taylor's legs for 4 off the bottom edge. He got that away through cover very nicely indeed, although he's a long way away from it. Another boundary from the over, which won't worry England. They have plenty of runs with which to play. But 2 more runs were added to take the Indian score up to 35 for 3 at the close of play, but that was a disaster as far as Gavaskar's side was concerned. First of all, they lost Shastri, then the real prize, Gavaskar himself, and then Vensaka, all of them out to brilliant catches by the England fielders. A fine performance that from those 3 catches. And from Bob Willis, the skipper, another inspired effort, 2 for 12 in 5 overs and 1 maiden, and Derek Pringle pulled in to open the bowling with him, 1 for 7. Those 2 wickets took Bob Willis up to 253 in the list of all-time wicket-takers in Tests for England. The only ones ahead of him now, Truman Underwood, and behind him now, Brian Statham, just by 1 wicket. So a tremendous performance from Bob Willis, and
Reasonable score.